Hey everybody, it's Kelly and welcome to December Daily Day 1. I'm so excited. This is by far my favorite project of the year, but by far my favorite project. I just love doing December Daily. So day 1 this year, and this might look just a little bit different for me than it has, well, in other years, because I normally don't do like an intention page or a why page necessarily. But this year, I feel like this is the year to do it. My December Daily is always a way I celebrate life, and not just Christmas stuff or holiday stuff, but also just everyday things as well too. This year especially, I think it's really important to celebrate the little things, at least it is for me, that are going on in my life and just life in general. So this year I'm going to do like an intention or a why page as my very first page. And every year for the past few years, I've started December Daily with the 4x6 photo that says Hello December on it. And then I might put another photo of something I took that day. Today, I'm just going to do this photo. And then I think just a 4x6 card below it, so I have room for lots of writing. My other option was to do a 4x6 on the bottom and then the page protector with 2 3x4s. I'm using the Simple Stories album, one of their holiday albums, and I have my page protectors that came with it. So these are hard to see, but here's the 2 4x6 pages. I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that. My other option was a little bit behind it, and I do need to get more page protectors in it. I realized this when I pulled my book open. Oh, this is a couple. Anyway, the other option is to do a page. You might be able to see it here. So here's the 1 4x6 and the 2 3x4s. That's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. So the other thing that I do is that I put things that I might want to use in the book, and then when I start to create it, I put the pages that are done in front. So like I have my December 2020 calendar here so that I can write down anything special I do, like the day I make cookies, the day I mail cards will be on this. Most years I have activities. This year I'm pretty sure there are going to be very few like places I go and that kind of stuff. These are also some interesting little tags and pieces that came with the book that I thought I might use. The colors don't exactly go with the LA Studio December documented kit that I'm using, but I might use them. And if nothing else, I'll use these in my Christmas scrapbooking, but I'll just keep those there for now. So one of the things I want to do, because I always write Hello December on it, I want to at least do December. And I have a couple of options. So I have this green alpha, which I think would look just beautiful. And by the way, this is just a, I typed in December images and this came up. And then I just, from, free images and off the internet, I just Googled it. This is what came up. I just printed it. I do print at home during December Daily. I don't normally do that anymore. I do have a beautiful Canon photo printer, but ink is so expensive. I've mostly stopped printing at home, but during December Daily, I do print at home every day because otherwise I wouldn't have the pictures very easily. So I have this option. I have this option if I wanted to do something a little bit different, but I think I really want to stay with the mood of that photo. So that alpha doesn't work very well. I also have this December here that's just more short, it's a little bit shorter. Don't think that that's the one I want to do. And then I have this black December as well. Now that is an option, and this is puffy stickers from 2019. So I could pop that right down there, and that would be easy to do. And then I did grab these. This is an old Webster's Pages alpha from Gingerbread Village, which, oh my gosh, I bet this is like it's 2014. So I use that every year. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more I really like the idea of doing this over this. I like the idea of combining these two. Now, the other thing I need, obviously, is I need some kind of 4x6 card. So before I decide for sure that this is what I'm going to do, I am going to grab a card. The other thing I can't forget is I need a number. Right now, I just have these circular numbers and like numbers from here. I do have, on Black Friday, I bought the Christmas number stickers in red and green from Ellie's Studio, but I don't think they're going to be here. They haven't even shipped yet. So I'm guessing it's going to be a little while. So I may just leave numbers off of some of my pages to make sure that I can get those mixed in. Last year I used only the numbers that came from Ellie's Studio, but they didn't do numbers this year. So I'm doing my own again. All right, so here's my little, how I organize my cards. It's just a crapper hopper photo holder. And then I'm just going to go through and see if I can find anything in 4x6 cards that I like. Now there is that, and then I wouldn't need to put, oh, although I need, what am I thinking? I need space to journal, not something like that. So that won't work. Okay, so here's this is from the document December now. So this is a recipe. This one, the holiday season, I kind of like, but I don't know that I really want to bring in any red on this. I think I'd like to really leave it more snowy and green and blue. And that's a little busy. Okay, so then I have this card, which I like that with this. That's definitely, and I did not, a lot of times I'll look through my supplies first. Okay, so I'm through the supplies. That 4x6 card is the one we're using right there. I've had a long day at work. We're going to make this easy. I do need a number, and I think this can work really well. And now that I'm seeing this, I could use one of these numbers really easily on here and then use this Black December. So we're definitely going to do that. And then I'm thinking what I do is put the green maybe for the hello, if that works. So we'll see. If it doesn't work for the hello, that's fine. And I'm looking at this in the middle of these letters are not coming off the sheet. So I'm going to grab my little pokey tool. And if you followed me at all, and I do lives every Friday night, I usually do a scrapbook, at least one scrapbook layout. Oftentimes I've done two. And you can hang out with me live. I usually do it about 7 o'clock Central or so. But I lost my little pokey tool, and I found it. All of a sudden it dawned on me where it might be. It was hiding under my desk. It had fallen. So yay for those of you who watched me struggle last week. I had ordered one and then actually was able to cancel it. So my tried and true, good old, probably 10-year-old tool is here. And these are not fun to get out of here. This is kind of funny. This should be an easy thing, right? Okay, very cool. So that's done. And then I'm going to pull this just a little bit closer to me here. So my idea here is it shouldn't take me long to do these layouts because it's been a long day. I just want to be able to get them done and get on with my evening. So I like to decorate them, but not be crazy about it. So I think we'll just get that H, and I am going to do Hello December. I love how that green looks here. So this is definitely a go with the green. And these colors are beautiful. I also have another idea that I'm thinking about that I'll tell you about as soon as I'm done with this, that I might do an additional extra little page tonight, but we'll see. Okay, then get my L's on here, and I'm hoping I left enough space to get that O on and have it not look too close to the B there, and it not be too crooked. Oops. I'm going to put that over the top there just a little bit to even this out. Okay, so there we go. So we got Hello December there. Yeah, that's just gonna have to stay. Okay, so I think this is good. I love how that looks. We'll pop it in the page protector here. Now, to echo the black, I'm thinking it might be nice to do the one just in this black. And I was thinking that this would be really hard to use these. And what do? But I use it first. So I'm thinking here, just like that. If you guys missed it, I have a playlist for December, my December Daily 2020. On that right now is my organization and what I'm using, a walkthrough of the kit, and then a video on how I created the cover. And then every day I'll just keep adding these videos to that, and then the final one will be the flip through at the end of the month. So that'll help. Now I'm just trying to think, do I want anything else on here? Like there's a little Wonder and Joy sticker. It feels like it needs something else, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, here. This is kind of cool. The Magic of Christmas kind of disappears. That's the only thing. So let's see. Because it's on white there. I could use something to pop this up. The other thing I could do is look to see, maybe use some sort of blue piece of paper or another green, like to create a little banner behind that. Because I don't know that I have a banner per se. I was also looking, I have blue snowflakes, but these are too big. Oh, I think I do have some blue snowflakes, some little ones. Some acrylic ones, as a matter of fact. Now the question is, can I find them? We have stars, jingle bells. This is always the difficult part when you first start to kind of get yourself acclimated to. Here we go. Oh, I found them. To where in your basket and stuff the supplies are. Okay, so I was thinking I wanted to pick up on this blue above. Let's see. I'm not sure the Magic of Christmas is going to work, but what I could do is do the black with a couple of those snowflakes. They're hard to pick up. These are from Hobby Lobby. If it was flat, that might work. I'm just looking to see if I have any little flat ones. I have white again, but I really was thinking blue. It's not doing what I thought it was going to do. And I really like the idea of sticking with the snowflakes because of that. But maybe just this Magic of Christmas here. Bring this back again. And I'll grab a little bit of foam tape. I have, just in case you're new, a giant roll of foam tape. And this thing is big. I mean, you can tell because this is a 4x6 card. This is from Amazon. You can get these from Amazon. And I think they're high 30s or about $40 if I remember correctly. Okay. Oops, I did not do that right. pay a little bit more attention to where the direction that this is going so that it sits properly on top of that banner. Magic of Christmas, and then just the one there. I really want to get one of these snowflakes on here. Try something to see, because I think if I just put them up there, it looks kind of lost. At least I think so. Looks like it doesn't belong, but maybe just one will work. And then I'm looking to see if I stuck any blue enamel dots in here. I have 2. That doesn't seem like quite enough to me. Or just blue enamel dots. I always struggle. I don't want them to look like it's eyes. I'm just playing to see, do I want a white snowflake? Not loving the blue. And I think if I just do the white snowflake as I'm looking at this, then it seems to just fit a little bit better. I think it's just because it's not a different color. So I think that's what I'm going to do, that all the blue can come up from there, and then I'll just write in the black and white. And I'm going to stick this on using these micro glue dots because they're really tiny and there's not a lot of places to stick a glue dot with these. Now, the ironic thing is, so I live in Wisconsin, and we've had a little bit of snow, really about an inch or so, but right now we have none. And there are many parts of the South right now that actually have a lot more snow than we do, because we have none. Okay, so I think that's good. That's done. I will write whatever I need to write on here, and I'll stick this in. And I forgot something kind of important. So when I do things like this, a lot of times I really like to stick it on the outside of the pocket. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I want to be really careful here so I don't rip this. And I would. So what I really ideally should have done, and you know, it's a reminder here, what I really should do when I have really dimensional things, especially like this, I like to glue it to the outside of the pocket, because then these are less likely to slide out if the book isn't kept completely upright. But it's too late for that with this first one, and that's fine. No big deal at all. All right, so there we go. I'm going to do that. Now, I just want to check. We're going to pop this in here, because here's page 1 basically done. But I did have another idea, and I'm going to take this out for now because I think this will distract what I'm trying to do. And I just want to kind of look and see. And now it's interesting because the inside of this book is very creamy and this is very white. And I knew that going into this, that was going to happen, and just decided to go forward anyway, even though it's very creamy. I wish that Simple Stories would go back to making more than one book so you can get one that's more white based instead of so creamy. But obviously they want to sell it to go with their collections, right? So it does make sense. Now, the other thing that I thought about is I have a piece that is an acrylic. And let me grab it. It came from Color Cast Designs. I just have to grab it. This is one of those things I meant to grab ahead of time and I didn't. I forgot. Okay. So this says so Colorcast Designs. I don't think you can order these anymore, but you can always try. Just go to Colorcast Designs, www.colorcast designs. And this says COVID Christmas on it, and it's a mirror. There is a very merry COVID Christmas here. I don't know that I want the very merry up there. I'm going to leave it there just in case. But I was thinking I would really like to get this early in the book because this is a very different season than any other Christmas we've ever done. At least didn't live during the last pandemic or flu pandemic. So I'm thinking I would really like to somehow get that on, like maybe one of the first pages. And I do have this Home for Christmas Acetate. And what I thought maybe I could do is put this on here and then have the COVID Christmas sitting over the top of this. So let me see if I like that in this book, because this would have to sit kind of like this. And I could do this, you know, move the acetate around until I found one kind of design that I liked for this. I do love this big snowflake, but I think not on this. So and one of the reasons I wanted to keep that page underneath snowing, and I think this is what I'm going to do. So let me take this out of here. This is from Paper House Designs, and I don't remember if I got this from scrapbook.com or a cherry on top. I tend to think it was scrapbook.com. I'm trying not to rustle this paper so you guys can still hear me. Sorry. But I think this might be older, but it's the Home for Christmas collection, and it's the acetate sheet for that. Okay. So then the other thing that I need to do is measure this to determine, and this is really thick. So most of the time, you guys, when I do a vellum or something like that, I actually put like washi tape over it and punch the holes in the washi tape because it's too, and I need it to go this way just so I don't forget that, because it's normally too flimsy. This is actually thicker than the plastic there, so I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to measure the width here, which is a little bit over like 6 3/4 inches. So I'm going to cut it to 6 3/4 inches. Okay, and then I want to take this height. Eventually I'll memorize these. I have to do this every year. Okay, and then this is just, it's really probably like not even like maybe 7/16 of an inch, 8 7/16. It's not 8.5, I don't think. Yeah, it's just a little bit less than that. So let me make sure. I'm just going again. This is because I have a couple. Yeah, I don't like that version of this. I think I like this one the best. Yep. So then 8. Okay. So we got that. Then, and I just thought of something. How am I going to glue this on here, right? Because I want to be careful about seeing it through to the back. In the past, when I've done this, a lot of times what I do is I put it on a doily, but if I do that, I'm not going to be able to see the snowflake. I didn't think about that until just now. Let me show you what I was going to, which is I'm going to punch this, and all I do is I take one of my page protectors, lay it over the top, make sure that I have the bottom even, and then, and it's very hard to see this because it's clear. Oh my gosh, I can barely see this. Oh, and actually I'm using the wrong thing. This is when I get out my crocodile. Hello? I haven't done this in a year. Okay, and then my other one, there we go, there's the other one I can see. This one's easier to see because it's not sitting on top of a snowflake, okay? And then I'm just going to check this just to make sure that it says, yeah, this is really nice. It's beautifully thick. The one thing is, it almost feels like I need to widen these out. The crocodile is not quite wide enough for the rings, so a lot of times I'll have to punch like another little bit of a hole. But it works just fine. Okay, there we go. I want this to move freely because it's first page. Okay, so COVID Christmas. What does this look like on the back? It's not the most beautiful thing on the back, that's for sure. Question is that going to bother me to see that like that? Or do I want to grab a doily, which I have here. Don't really want to use big ones though, because otherwise I'm going to hide these gorgeous snowflakes. So let's see. At some point you're going to see at some point you'll see yeah, I don't love that. I think it takes away from it. All right, so I'm going to live with the fact that I don't love this back of this. The question is, where am I going to situate this? Because it makes sense to do it here, okay, kind of right in the middle. And this glitter is going everywhere from these snowflakes. That might not make me happy in the end, but oh well. Because I can definitely get it glued here and probably across the top of the V. I'm going to just take my ATG. Okay, we're going to definitely be able to glue the C here. I know this is like amazing video watching as I figure this out. And if it's really hard to see this on screen, it's really not hard to see this in real life. It's actually pretty good. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm putting the last. Okay, so I can do the S here, a little bit there. Oops, this is not the easiest thing. Small glue dots would work too. I'm just afraid if I do anything other than the ATG because it'll slip right off otherwise. And then that S isn't working very well. So what I'm thinking is if I put it across like this, S here, the I doesn't want to stick. Small glue dots might be the way to go here. And I'm definitely not going to put a Very Merry here because I really don't want to bring in that wood color, but I can use that on lots of other things. Okay, so let's get this stuck. And if I have to, I'll reinforce this and figure it out. So there we go. There's the COVID Christmas. That's all done. And that just is a different introduction to this book than I've ever done before. So there's my 2 pages for today. And really it's 1 page for today and then 1 sort of introductory page. And then I'll pop them in here. And again, I'm going to just get over the fact that this is very white and the book here is not. If it really bothers me in the end. I could come back. I'd have a really hard time lining this, but I could line this inside part of this book if I really wanted to with like a red pattern or something else. You know, that's always out there that I could do that. So now I have this sheet, and then that piece comes this way. And you do see a little bit of the glue most definitely here, but I think it's okay. And then my first thing, and I'll go finish my journaling, get the pictures taken, and then get the video ready for you guys to see. So I will be back with another video again today. My plan is a video every day. There'll be a little interruption during the month of December, but I think it's only going to be one day, and I will warn you about that when it's going to happen. Other than that, I'll be back posting videos, some of them like this where it's I'm doing it real time but recorded, and some where I'm actually going to do lives for you. So hope you guys are enjoying your December daily journey, and I'll be back to show you day 2 tomorrow. Bye, everybody.